For all real numbers x and the imaginary number I, which of the following expressions is equivalent to x minus 3i cubed? So you could do this using the binomial theorem, but more likely than not, you're going to just have to muster through it and multiply it out. And I feel like the most difficult or challenging part of this question is just not making any silly mistakes because it's just kind of long to multiply out. So I'm going to go ahead and write it out. I'm also skimming my answer choices as I'm writing here. I'm immediately going to eliminate answer choice K. This is just a trop that I can identify. It's a very common mistake that I see a lot of my students make, which is to just try to cube each of these terms separately without actually properly applying the property of exponents, which is to take this entire term and multiply it by itself 3 times. Okay, so now let's jump into the actual multiplication. We're going to start with x times x, which is x squared. My outer and inner terms are going to match. They're exactly the same. So I'm going to get a minus 3xi and then another minus 3xi. For my last term, I'm going to get a positive 9i squared. All right, let me clean that up and then I'm going to multiply by this at the end. All right, so cleaning this up, I'm going to get x squared minus 6xi minus 9. Again, as a refresher, I squared is equal to negative 1. So I just took the 9 and multiplied it by negative 1. Okay, now I'm going to multiply these two together. Starting here, x squared times x is x cubed. Let's see if I can get my pen to work. There we go. X squared times negative 3i is negative 3x squared I. All right, here I'm going to get negative 6x squared I. Now, because of that, just to be faster on the actual test, I would be immediately eliminating, actually, I would have my answer from here. So I would actually go ahead and eliminate all of these answer choices because this is the only one that matches here. This is going to give me a negative 9x squared I. But now let's keep going just for the sake of this video. Here, negative 6i times negative 3i is going to give me a positive 18x times I squared. And then here, this would give me negative 9x. And then here, this would give me plus 27i. Again, another process of elimination, if you didn't immediately do this, is this plus 27i. That would reaffirm that anything with a minus 27i at the end, those were incorrect. Now, to simplify this further, this again is going to give me negative 9x squared I. This I squared is equal to negative 1. So this is basically the same as negative 18x minus 9x, which gives me negative 27x. And then plus my 27i, confirming that F is in fact the correct answer choice.